And then I think around like 15 or 16, maybe it was 14, I started getting paid per photograph I took, and then photoshopped and helped put on their website, because they were really big into I think they were the first coral company to do what you see is what you get. It never existed before. But they were the first ones to pioneer that. So I would be taking photos of like this specific coral, photoshopping it to make it look just like it does in person, sending it off to this guy who put it on the site. And I saw that at that point of thinking, how long does it take me to photograph everything? How many can I Photoshop? How many can I do in a night? And what's my hourly? And sometimes I'd be able to do like $120 in a night, which is like 15 years old, is insane money.
Right.
And they had 2 shipments a week. I think it was every Tuesday and Thursday. And I'd come in the next day to photograph what came in. And it just evolved from there. It's all I wanted to do. I would stay there sometimes until when I got my driver's license. I would stay there until midnight.
Yeah,
I would ditch school, work there all day, stay there until midnight, and just like go home just so I could sleep and do it again the next day because I loved it.
Well, there's something in that story that I want to kind of pull on a little bit, and that is once you find your passion, there are lots of ways. Like when you're 12 years old on a forum, you're replying and posting and looking. They don't know how old you are, right? At least most people don't.
I think I would tell people how old I was, which back then on the internet. I mean,
yeah. But the idea is you're interacting with a wide range of individuals, most older than you.
Yeah, everyone was.
Oh, yeah.
There's no one is 12 years old on a forum. All the dudes were like mid-20s, the earliest, like the youngest people.
Right. But again, you found it and you dove in and you kept learning, you kept going deeper, you became... What would you say after a year or so, you were probably more knowledgeable in that area than 99% of folks on the forum? And that's already a place that has, that's already the spot for all the best of the best?
Yeah, there was this guy, I think it was Robert Fenner. He owned a website called Wet Web Media, and he hired me through the forums to go and write articles on acropora, which is a type of coral, but found me through that.
Wow.
And I did it. I absolutely loved it, but that was all from the forums. And I found that a lot of older people took me under their wing.
Because you showed passion.
Yeah, but I think but it ingrained this in me that like you could be really young and people just want to help you out. You have this massive advantage. And I don't want to say like I leaned into that, but like everyone was so generous with me.
Yeah.
And I had nothing but great experiences, and just people genuinely like seeing a kid doing this and like wanting to help them out.
Yeah. I still believe that exists today.
Yeah.
But I also believe there's a lot of folks that feel almost entitled. Like, you have this, just help me. Like, no, I mean, I have 24 hours in a day, just like you. You're not Graham, who's going deep and learning all these things. You got to put out effort first. And then especially if you're in real estate, there's so many people have been in the game a while that will help you, but you got to put in effort first. Would you agree?
Oh, 100%. There's even someone, his name is Anthony, and he's been helping out on my main channel for years now. And I met him because of the comments section. He would rank my videos 1 out of 10 and know them better than I did. Oh, wow. So I would post a video and he said, this is a 3. Before I knew it was a 3.
Okay.
And he would consistently be right. And I reached out to him just over the comments, say, how do you know this? He says, well, I realize that the view count on YouTube is always off, so I don't even look at the views in terms of ranking. But I realized that you get a certain ratio of likes in the first 30 minutes. So I could multiply the number of likes you have with the number of views pretty quickly, and I keep a spreadsheet, and I know how this video ranks.
He keeps a spreadsheet.
He knows consistently. And I'm thinking, this is genius. And so I reached out to him. It turns out he was like 14 years old.
Oh my gosh.
Genius.
Yeah.
And I asked him, I said, hey, is there any way I could get in touch with your parents?
Right. Got to go.
Because I didn't want to and he said, yeah, sure. And I talked to his parents and I just explained, hey, here's who I am. Your son has this really gifted ability. Can I pay him and just hire him on to help me with my channel in terms of optimizing titles and thumbnails? His parents were enthralled. I mean, they were just happy that, and they said, "Oh no, he brings you up all the time at the dinner table. He talks about your video performance, and everything." I'm like, he has such a natural gift at this that I think it would be a shame if that's not explored further.
Wow!
And so for years, I've paid him every week,
right? And
he's helped with a lot of titles. Sometimes I'll get a bad performing video, shoot him a text, "Hey, what do you think of this?" And he spends so much time on YouTube. He's like, "I think you should go at it from this angle, and this would be better." and I make those changes. And he is better than I would say most adults
Wow.
when it comes to YouTube analytics.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And again, getting focused. Another thing is a lot of people try to be masters of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing about your story, nothing about Anthony, was it?
Yeah.
Anthony's story. It's go get your thing, go deep in that area. Then you can expand and look at other things.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of talk about multiple streams of income and all of those things. It's like, no, go do your thing, right? Go deep, go get some success. And then at some point in the future, you can expand. Would you agree?
I agree completely.